everyone, it's Tommy from Tech Nexus. How's your week going? So we're into the second video for this week about AutoCAD GUI customization, and today I'm just going to have a look at how AutoCAD looks from the front end. If you're an old AutoCAD user, you would remember that there used to be menus up the top. There'd be small little docked toolbars at the top, and even back in the day, in the DOS days, there used to be a side menu down the right-hand side or the left-hand side, which was just part of the menu as well. So a lot of those aren't gone. It just means that they've, for want of a better term, been sort of retired, but you still can call them up if you want to. Since I think, I don't know, maybe the 2006 or 7 era, the ribbon started becoming more apparent. So the menus are still there, but a lot of the AutoCAD or even the Autodesk products and even other software controlled through this top ribbon in here. So the ribbon in AutoCAD is controlled by the workspace down the bottom right here. So if you look at the bottom right of your AutoCAD, there's a little gear looking icon. So we've got the drafting annotation, and then we can switch to the 3D basics, and then we can switch into the 3D modeling ribbons. So it doesn't change the software, it doesn't do anything with your profile, but it changes the look and the feel of it as well. So you can go through and customize this to your heart's content. If you make any changes, you can always say save current as. There is a workspace settings in here, so you can adjust where they live, or even turning on or off the automatically save workspace changes as well if you really wanted to. The customize I'll go through a little bit later, and displaying the label just means having these words on and off here, so we can just leave that there by default. If you wanted to go back to a bit of old school, you can click on this quick access bar at the top, and on the last one there's a little pull down icon here, and then you say show the menu bar. So that means that we now have the old school menu bars at the top. You could, in theory, get rid of the ribbon if you really wanted to, but this just lets you pull up the old menus, which you can still go through and customize as well. So I've got obviously some extras here through the other Autodesk products, any parametric menus, modification menus. But if I wanted to pull up some of the palettes, so I can pull up the properties palette, which will pull out the palette here for the property. So whatever I draw, so if I draw a line here, then I can see the values for that as well. So to turn some more on, we've got other tool palettes. So these might be just other AutoCAD or Plant 3D or Civil 3D or whatever, some of the palettes that do appear. So if I wanted to draw, let's look for something that's plain. So I can draw a table, I can do any hatching. So let's put in a rectangle here, and let's put in a brick ISO hatch. And then there you can see we've got the hatch, and it's done straight off that tool palette here. So we don't need to modify or have a play around with a whole bunch of commands themselves as well. Also as well, there'll be extra sheet sets, markups, design center, any of the rendering or material sort of styles in there as well. And we've also still got the old toolbars. So if I just click on draw, then you can see there's a draw toolbar that appears. Now again, for whatever reason, Autodesk decided to get rid of the titles for these, so you'd probably have to get quite used to knowing which toolbar is which, but by default there are no titles for them anymore, so you just have to sort of work it out yourself as well, like which one is which. If I pull up the text one, you can see we've got text here, and then I can just type in the text and then just do whatever I need to do, and then there's my text in there as well. So a lot of the old school ways are still there. It's just, again, that Autodesk has decided to hide them and keep them there. I would assume that they're still updated with every release, but again, they're sort of hidden around in these sub-menus in here as well. So that's really it for today. So that's just the the front end, the GUI, the graphical user interface of AutoCAD itself. And then stay tuned for the rest of the week for all of the videos talking about how to customize the menus, how to customize the ribbon, how to customize the palettes, and then that way we can personalize our AutoCAD interface ourselves. And lastly, for the end of the week, I'm going to create one for the batching routine that I created. So then that way you can pull up the batching routine without having to go through and load the VBA manager every time. So again, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get daily notifications of all of my videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.